Well, hi. It's been a while since, well, 2-3 weeks since I've done my last video, and the sun's shining at the moment. It's okay for you guys in the northern hemisphere, going through your bit of sunshine. Probably too hot in some places, I've been hearing, especially in Canada. But anyway, we're freezing our little cotton socks off here, but the sun is shining at the moment, so we're keen to move the car out, and so it's now a matter of finishing these slides and putting the seat pans in and locking it all down finally. I've made here those bracket slides. Okay, I wasn't sure whether to install them. I may cut them, just guillotine them at the shed, this size, and I used an arbitrary sort of cutting size. You can see it's about 10 mil over on each side, and so I settled for that based on what I saw on a couple that were done. And there's your wooden standoff there that I've got as well. So these go directly onto the sound deadening, soundproofing, probably to keep it squashed and keep it out of the way, so it doesn't interfere with the seats. I really couldn't still see any real advantage to why these should be fitted, but again, that's probably a story for another day. Somebody might be able to tell me why. Some cars have them, some cars don't. So I thought I'd err on the side of caution and put them on anyway. So let's fit these fellas, and let's put the seats in, and hopefully what I might do is also Loctite the screws in the hope that I don't have to pull these out again. So glad to be back, and I'm looking forward to moving on. Still haven't drilled the holes from the last video that with the fuel line little clamps. I haven't put those in yet because we've had so many issues here with COVID, lockdowns, non-lockdowns, you know, traveling, restricted traveling and so on. Plus I've had a couple of other things that I've been making which are not related to this thing. So if you're interested in what I've been doing, you know, to ask me, and whilst I haven't taken film, I have taken a lot of photos of a gift that I made for my daughter. Okay, so moving right along. Glad to be back. Hopefully the weather's going to stay with us and get a bit warmer now that, you know, even though this morning was 4 degrees, I know 4 degrees is not a lot to you people who live for your winter sports and whatever, but I don't like it. I'm more of a warmer climate, not too hot, but sort of Sydney is a nice place. It's not like Melbourne, which is south, and Brisbane, which is north. You know, so I'm sort of betwixt and between, and sort of like the weather style here suits me a bit better. So let's stop talking, and let's move you outside to where the chassis is, and what I've been looking for my nuts and bolts, and that's the problem. You pull these things apart and you put them aside, and then boom, you know, now, and even though that was only, you know, some weeks ago, there is an issue with trying to find all the bits and pieces. So I wanted to spare you from that, so I've been hunting, and so I've got pretty much everything I think I need again, even though I use these little ice cream containers like so to put all this stuff in. I've now got so many ice cream containers lying around that you know, I need to hunt through them to see what I've got, but it's better than having them lying loose. A bit like when I pull the engine apart, don't touch the engine until you're actually going to work on it, because you will lose parts. So save us all. Right, let's move on, and let's get excited about this. Okay, so I'm just outside. I set up this little bench here. You can see here's my seat pans left and right. Here's all my nuts and bolts and paraphernalia and some Loctite, blue Loctite I'm using because I didn't want to lock it down that I, would need heat to remove it again. Left seat pan, right seat pan here, and the timber standoffs, and and the chassis here is still on its side where I last left it. Here's my seat pan holes. That's where I last left it with the fuel line. So that's pretty straightforward, and hopefully I can get that sorted out fairly soon. So what I'll do is just set you up on the other side. Again, let's move over to the other side and set you up to again, don't know if you can see the holes, but we'll do this one first, flip it over and do the other side. So let's do that. Okay, I've put the seat slides on just loosely at the moment, as you can see there. Just oh, okay, missing a nut. Just the nuts loosely with, and I've actually got two washers on because I've got some holes seem to be a little bit bigger than others, so I've got a large one and a smaller one on this side. I don't think it really matters. Okay, so here we are, and hopefully here's my metal plate. Okay, long side facing forward is the way I sort of remember it, and here's my timber packer. So if I just put those on for the moment, and what I'll do is try and grip one and then try and locate that, and then come back and perhaps just so that the whole thing's being held. And okay, so that's located anyway. So and just make sure that I can get that location right. I'll just get them all to hold, because I suspect that the bottom ones, being so hard against the channel, are probably going to be the hardest ones to put in. So again, just the top ones are just sitting loose, and the bottom ones, let's just see how they go. Now, these are the fellas that need probably going to be the hardest to put in and locate. No, something wrong. If you the blade of the adjuster, I'll just show you. I think I've just put that in wrong. Can you see that there? That blade is facing down. Definitely a no-no. So it means that I've got this. I've got these slides on the wrong way around. That's got to face up. Okay, so small error. I need to fix that. So take them off again, and chances are then that if it needs to go the other way, this one will be on this side. Okay, so silly me, but there you go. Right, let me just take that off, and we'll go over to the bench and turn them around. Okay, this is the left side one. Okay, and I must have copied that because that's the wrong way as well. So let's just loose, 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 loose. Okay, let's just turn those around. And also, you notice that these are much longer screws on this side than that side, which makes sense because with all the packing and all that, the longer screw needs to reach the further distance to get a decent grip on the those castellated, those special nuts that we've got. So it makes sense. Okay, and so if you see what I mean, I had it this way, it goes this way, this has got to go up. Okay, and also there's much further protection from dust and dirt in the operation of the slide, because as you can see there, that's a good trap for anything and everything, whereas if I turn them this, well, now the right side up, it just makes far more sense. So Murphy's Law, what does that say? If there's a right way and a wrong way, you can bet your life that you know, it'll be installed the wrong way. So we need to get rid of Murphy in this one. This is the left seat. And hopefully now that's right. Okay, so we'll put that one aside, and I'll just go and grab the other one. Okay, this is the one we were just working on, and so let's turn that around. And these are UNF nuts as well, by the way, so I've got those lying around somewhere. So as I said, I seem to be one nut short. Oh, that's right, I remember. That thread is damaged. So, and I can't get the nuts on. So let me see if you can see that. Yeah. So I'll just bring you in a bit closer. Yeah, this one here, sorry, there you can see there, I just can't get the nut, and that's why I lifted it up. So I just need to run a die down that. So let's do that. I'll just turn you off for a second till I find my dies. Okay, quarter UNF, okay, which is 28 teeth to the inch. So let's see if I can put that on by hand, because I think it's just a minor cleanup. But it's going to, of course, damage the chrome. just double check. Yeah, quarter UNF. Okay. Yep. Might have to put it in the vise. It's always the way, isn't it? That feels better. Must have just been a little burr on it or something like that. Okay, good to go. And so I'll put that aside, and I better find another UNF nut. And this is my little box of tricks. Okay, UNF, quarter inch. Okay, that looks good. Let's double check it. Yep, good to go. Right. Alright. Let's swap these over. Like so. Okay, which of course then gives me the floor clearance that I'm looking for. And two, three. And again the long ones. Now I had a look to see also if you know, does it go this way or this way, and really if you look at the amount of stick out here and the amount of stick out here, it's the same. It's just that this is still so new, and so well, I guess what I'm saying is it doesn't matter. Okay, because these it's central to the stop, so it doesn't really matter on the one that hasn't got the adjuster. Washers, washer. I'm putting 2 washers on. And again, I'll tighten those up properly. I just want to keep them loose, just to give me that little bit of movement. And here's the other nut. Okay, so we're ready to go again. Okay, just a little bit on the loose side. Okay, let's go back to the car. And okay, the top ones are lined up, and you've got to be really careful with that because the plate can be sitting on the edge of the nut. So you see this nut needs to go through basically everything, okay, and be aligned correctly. So it's very easy to either misalign the plate or misalign the wooden spacer. So to work on that, you just need to be very careful, and to make sure that you've got the same amount of thread sticking out on each of these. Can you see that? So there, I haven't put the Loctite on these, so that's what's coming next, but it is a little bit fiddly getting them all aligned correctly. And this is my little friend. Hi! Say hi, people! How you doing?
Hi, people, how you doing?
Good girl, okay, alright.
Bye-bye.
Bye! Okay, so the next thing I need to do is cut a flat. I haven't done enough of those. So on these washers I need to cut a flat so that I can sit, you know, part way into the channel, onto the channel, and keep my alignment correct. So that's the next thing. These are branch washers, and they're 2mm diameter. Thickness rather, and as you can see from this side here, I just need to cut a nice flat on that. So I'll just go away and do that and show you what I come back with. Okay, all good. Finished. That's it. So the main thing to remember is that the adjuster is on the outboard on both sides, left and right. This is on the outboard side. Okay, and as you can see, it all locates fairly well. I'm happy with that.